Hi Libra. So this is a new series that I'm gonna start. Actually, yours is the first one I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be using 3 oracle card and then 3 tarot card to get a layer on that. And I wanna be delve deep into like what is the what's your wound, like where you needs to sorry where you need to heal, and what kind of specific characteristic is almost like a therapeutic approach that I want to take, and what's kind of holding you back in your relationship, in your life in general. So yeah, hope we this is let's see how it goes. Okay, and thank you for joining me here once again. And yeah, that's it. What else? Okay, let's delve into this. So this is the first time I'm doing this, so be patient with me, okay? I just felt a pull to do this reading, and let's see. I'm not gonna take any diversion in oracle because it doesn't make sense to me. Okay, change of season. Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, Change of Season, Art of Seduction, and the Perfect Key. I'm sorry, I was kind of silent, huh? And the Son of Cups. I think Libra, I think you always you are very versatile, and you really wanna taste the different aspect of life, different experience that life has to bring to you, and you have a tendency to change your more than change is like adaptability towards your perception of things, and while you seek that kind of new experience, while you seek that, like, what if I was in that, what if I am in this situation, how will I, like, you like to put yourself in different kind of situation which may or may not be your by default go to, but you kind of stretch yourself, you kind of push yourself, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly, to go into that kind of territory. And I feel like even though you want to go with the flow, with emotion, or flow with just of very free flowing, but I feel like then you get caught up, then you actually go with there in a heavy mindset, you analyze, you try to understand that intellectually, which is beautiful, but at the same time, because the person, if you're, of course it's not going to be for everyone, okay, it's very specific. So if you are connecting with this, your movement is very, very like, it's not very, what's the word, it's not monotonous. It's not that you want to do one thing and like get skilled in that one thing. You want to experience multiple things. It's almost like a multitasking ambidextrous kind of energy. And then sometimes you just try to do that, try to understand that different perspective with your intellect, and sometimes it's just so vast that it's really detrimental to your own growth and own health and mental wellness. I feel like why you do that, because you are looking for what takes people, like like what, how it's very, you actually want to connect with others. It's not that you are prone to that, it's not like a utter curiosity of the event itself or the experience itself that you are putting yourself into. It's more of a that you're deep down, you actually want to connect with other person in a very, you just want to, because through that connection you understand your own identity. Does that make sense a little? And you wanna see the truth of human relation. You wanna see the truth of how everything is connected, even though maybe you consciously don't realize why you do that. And because you don't consciously realize, you try to understand, then let's say you just get into some kind of experience. Okay, let's say you are walking on the street, and like you sitting in the, not walking, let's say you are sitting in the bus, and there is a person, like maybe just sitting next to you, and their personality is completely different than you. Maybe on conscious level, maybe you will be not too eager to talk to that person, but here you are kind of curious. You just even don't know why. Maybe they ignite the conversation, and you are like, okay, go on, you guys are talking, because and because you are attracted by the experience of connecting with other person. It's not the person itself that interests you, it's about the relation between you and that person. And the more you delve into that relation, you find the truth about yourself. And you also feel like through that you kind of I also feel like it's very hard for you to express your emotion or feelings, how you're feeling. You are very approachable, you are very at least you feel very easy to approach, not approach, but be like conversation. uh, and I also feel that through this kind of connection, through this kind of change, you are trying to unlock, you are trying to understand yourself better and better, because you really seek for that, not intimacy per se, but the relational bonding between you and other people. It doesn't have to be romantic at all, I mean, by no means. I feel like it's all sorts of connection between people. and through that relation you try to seek the truth of your life. What is that you are doing in this life? You try to get the truth of your own identity. But what I feel that you wanna seek the truth and the emotion and the feelings, that how you're feeling, how your heart feeling, how like kind of very free flowing kind of approach you wanna take, but you ended up every time take this kind of overly analytical approach toward this situation. Like the example that I gave, like you guys in the bus, like instead or let you actually wanted to talk because you wanted to see, feel alive in your emotion. You want to feel alive with your, like really try to get a sense of that person. But what you end up doing, that you try to intellectualize every feelings that you had during that period of conversation. It's like, it almost goes sometimes towards a little judgmental towards them and towards you. Not in a negative positive way, I'm just saying that mechanism of how you perceive information through this process of relating with others. I also feel like you have hard to access your own emotion. Maybe that's why you are prone to, you feel like through other person, through this relational dynamics with other person, you will unlock a certain sense of emotional activity within you. I feel like it's kind of hard for you to get in touch with your emotion, even though that's what you truly seek. But you always ended up being like a overanalyzing, overthinking of situation. Oh, why they say this, maybe they mean that, why he talked to me first, why that person did not talk to other, like all this kind of other peripheral thought kind of overwhelms you, when the deep down what you truly want is just by talking to these different people, getting yourself into different situation, you just wanted to unlock that emotional side of yourself that is very hard for you to access by yourself. So you feel like with the help of others it will be easier to get in touch with that. So here, and I like, so how to turn off that mental processing, constant conscious mind is like, it's like a circling, and be, like, if you are aware of it consciously, that every time you try to get into a different kind of mode of experience, like through emotion, through more maybe more sensory rather than mind, if your mind try to hijack this experience, you need to be very bold and kind of stern and talk to yourself. No, say no to your mind. And I know it sounds a little, it's not gonna be hard, it's not gonna be easy, but if you understand your pattern, how you process your information, you can say no and change that pattern. Because I can totally see that deep down you actually looking for more of an emotional experience of day-to-day life rather than mental thought driven experience, which is actually very detrimental to you, and it's actually not really helping you to really experience these different sorts of changes that you wanna experience with being your own self, rather than completely drained out by your own overthinking and overanalyzing pattern. If you really go, your mind goes round and round. I think it would be, maybe if you can get your conscious mind busy with something, like, let's say, knitting or doodling or scribbling or something which is not really, it doesn't take much of intellect power, but your conscious mind is busy doing something, then your conscious mind is actually detached from this overthinking. Then you can get into some kind of meditative state where you can actually access your emotion and something more, much more truthful, which is not like a detrimental overthinking energy. you know Reading might not be the good option, because me reading, it takes a active part. I'm talking about something which does not take too much of mental power, like like just doing things, stitching, knitting, all those kind of stuff, cleaning, dusting, those kind of stuff. And then you can let your mind kind of off the hook from this conscious debilitating overthinking pattern. All right, I don't know how it goes. I feel good. I don't know, please let me know whether this is something that you guys enjoy. I mean, not more than enjoy, if it is any helpful to you, if you find anything. It's not just entertainment, of course. Yeah, this is the first time I thought that. Yeah, so it's like an experiment, so please be patient with me. Okay, all right. If you're new to this channel, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, support this channel. That way we can keep talking. All right, thank you, bye.